And that's, of course, Zane Perek, who was there, had an incredible tournament for Team Canada. But he also had this quote where he talked about, hockey players need to have more personality. This is the full quote that he had. I think it's more watching NHL guys be robots and not having any personality. I think you need some personality, and it's the best way to grow the game. I don't want to come in here and be a robot. Then he added on to that, when I'm in Calgary, I definitely have a lot of guys that are telling me to give really simple answers, but here I could kind of do what I want, talking about being at the World Juniors. Zaporek then had to come out day later and issue an apology, said things got spun out of proportion, probably worded things wrongly. That obviously wasn't my intent in the words that I said, and I sincerely apologize to the Flames organization and my teammates. At the end of the day, that's not acceptable and that can't happen. It completely turned into a robot, RJ. The very thing he said was damaging to the sport of hockey, and that I agree with is one of the reasons the NHL has struggled and kind of fallen off in the overall world of ratings and how much attention is placed to it.
Yeah, hockey's robot culture wins again. He's going to give the short answers now, I think. I mean, I hope he does it. I hope he stays true to his personality. But as long as he's in Calgary, like, how do you have something like this happen and then go out? You're going to be thinking about every little thing you say if you've been made to apologize for this. And I worry about the future of the Calgary Flames if this is the culture and everything. Because look, players like Zane Perek are the future of your organization. They're your only shot at getting out of this awful no man's land where you're just bad, but not bad enough to get a top draft pick. Like, that's it. That's your only hope. And if you're going to stifle them, if you're going to not let them be themselves, like, what hope do you have? And I contrast this with San Jose, who we just talked about with Macklin
Mm-hmm.
Celebrini and Will Smith and all their young players. And they do have vets in that room. A lot of vets on the blue line. They got Tyler Toffoli. But you know what? Tyler Toffoli lets the kids be kids. He
Mm-hmm.
lets them, have their fun, keeps them, of course, serious and like, you got to work hard. You got to set the right habits. Of course, you have to do that. But, they have fun. I remember the Sharks came to Seattle for a game earlier this season during their morning skate. They were having more fun than I have ever seen an NHL team have. Like, Celebrini was chasing Will Smith around the ice. Tyler Toffoli was grabbing the two of them trying to play babysitter. Like, this is why the vibes are so much better around San Jose versus Calgary.
Yeah, it's he's making again an unbelievably relevant point that the NHL needs to pay attention to.
Yeah, and I think he's going to go back to the Flames. My guess would be that he'll just keep his head down. He won't say a whole lot to the media, and he's going to just try and do the best he can. But ultimately, the sport of hockey is going to be worse off for it. I think he's going to be worse off for it. I think the Flames are going to be worse off for it.